Hey everyone, Anthony Venuti with InTouch Mortgage Solutions. It's Friday, Finance Fridays. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about 5 things for homeowners and existing homeowners, tips and tricks when applying for a mortgage or going out there into the market to buy a house. So, we always have clients that are reaching out to us, whether they're refinancing, restructuring, or looking to make a move or just get more information about the buying process. Now, I would say this, whether you're looking to refinance, you've sold your home, you're an existing home buyer, I think a lot of these things can still apply to you because maybe, and I said this many times, is maybe the last time you applied for a mortgage was years ago and a lot has changed, obviously, in the last month. Stress test rule changes, lending guidelines and practices are always evolving and changing. And in the last 12 years, I've seen regulations tighten, not loosen up. So I want to spread some information, some not misinformation, but good information that may help you. So number one, and obviously the most important, is getting pre-approved by your mortgage professional and someone who's going to be available to help you and guide you through the process and not just spit out a piece of paper. It's someone who can, pivot with you and think on their feet is very important. So speaking to a mortgage professional, someone who eats, breathes, and sleeps mortgages, who's going to be able to help guide you through the process is critical when going out there to refinance or purchase home. Number 2, this is more for home buyers or people that are going to go out there to buy, is your debt to savings down payment ratio. So what I mean by that is we'll have clients that will come to the door and say, Anthony, I got $50, $60, $60, $70,000, but I have $30,000 worth of debt or $40,000 worth of debt for whatever it may be. We'll just throw some numbers out there. And yes, although the down payment's good to get them through the door, those debts are actually killing them in the sense of their servicing of where the banks need their guidelines to be. So talking to your mortgage professional is isolating which ones or how to reposition those items, if possible, to get them through the door is very critical and always comes in handy. And that's what I'm saying. Speaking to a mortgage professional who's going to pivot and provide you with solutions as opposed to problems is going to be something that's very important, and that's one thing we've learned in the industry. Number 3, this can apply to both parties, whether you're refinancing or going to buy a home. If you're planning to go out there and buy and the seed is planted, so if you're thinking about doing this in the next little while, don't go out there and finance a car for 5 or 7 years, right? Or get into some type of debt. Try to avoid it if you're planning to buy a home. If you're looking to refinance your home, obviously trying to avoid any debts that are going to be like a lease that are harder to get out of than a finance, because when you restructure, you can pay out that from the proceeds of the equity in your home. But for whether you're going out there to buy a house or whether you're restructuring, try to avoid getting into financing or high expensive car payments if possible, because they will save you and it will help get you through the door when you're looking to get, number 1, pre-approved. Not getting into the market when you had the opportunity to. Obviously, we all have regrets in life, but one thing when it comes to real estate is you're talking to clients saying, listen, you had these opportunities, don't kick yourself. As I said, they always say the best time to borrow was 5 years ago, and it all depends on your personal situation. Obviously, over the last 16, 17 months, we've experienced a worldwide changing event that has changed people's perspectives. But the one thing that I can say that I've spoken to a lot of our clients is they'll never come back and say, Ant, the biggest mistake I did was buying a house. They'll say other things like, Ant, I should have bought that house. Or, if I would have stretched myself a little bit more, I could have got into that house, so on and so forth. But as I said, a lot of people that we've talked to is they've started small and they've made those moves and they've jumped to different properties, and it is a strategy. I tell clients, I said, sometimes you're not going to get everything you want, but you got to start somewhere. Rome wasn't built in a day. So we basically say, check some things off your box. Maybe you may have to drive a little bit more, or, you may have to find something with a rental basement, or so on and so forth. Whatever it is to get yourself to the goal is draw it out. And that's what a mortgage broker should be doing with you, is planning your mortgage journey with you. And the 5th and final point is back to my previous video, was talking about actually going into offers firm. But what I want to talk about is going into your pre-approval, into buying a house, because the market is requiring a lot of people to go firm without those conditions, is making sure that you've talked to your professional and leveraging the support for families, going out there saying, hey, whoever it may be, mom, dad, ZOZ, or my aunt, uncle, grandparent, grandmother, grandfather, whoever it may be, brother, sister. Find out if there's any way that they can help you get through where you want to be. Before, everyone wants to try to do it on their own, and I completely understand that, and I applaud those people that can do it, but there's nothing wrong with asking for help, especially if there's something that you want to do and there's something that you need to do for your family. Is always leverage help, and we'll bring up those solutions to clients. Say, hey, have you spoken to some family members? Is down payment an issue? Is there someone that can help you with certain things to help get you through the door? So it's Friday. We want to get everyone out there and enjoying. Hopefully everyone has a great weekend. Enjoy your Friday. We're going to keep up these financial videos, literacy videos, to help educate buyers and first-time home buyers and homeowners as things change and evolve in the mortgage industry. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great one.